Hey guys, it's RockTheGolem, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. So we're in the process of swapping poems. I've already read through all of the girls, they've already read through mine, now they're just kind of switching with each other. So let's see how long it'll take them before we can actually move on to the next phase. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? She probably did. It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? Because she used animals and stuff like that. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Well, the problem with that, though, is that if you're only asking people that like the poem, you'll never get any constructive criticism. You're just going to get positive feedback, which doesn't help you grow as a writer. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Rock did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Rock liked my poem too, you know. Jeez, they're already fighting over me in poem form, God. He even told me he was impressed by it. The music just stopped. This is not good. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. And the music just changed. It's much more mischievous now, thanks to Natsuki, I'm sure. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Rock appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And the harem aspect of this game is coming out now. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Nothing. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Shots fired. Sayori's trying to break it up. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Rock started showing up. Well, I mean, I would love to have that effect on women, but I don't think it worked out that way. Natsuki, that's a little, and plus your boobs didn't grow any bigger. This doesn't involve you, Natsuki and Yuri at the same time. They just kicked Monica out. It's awesome. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned toward me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Rock. She's just trying to make me look bad. Oh, don't tell me I have to choose between the two, because you guys know what direction I'm going in. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Rock. Well, wait. There's no reason to have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Or maybe there was a reason. I don't know. I think I might have misread that previous line. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Rock? Well, oh god, they're both looking for this from me. Nothing from me. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori. So, of course, it's going to be, I gotta do it. I'm sorry, I've already agreed. Natsuki. Wait. No. I clicked Yuri. You're right that I liked your poem. Oh, okay. I thought he was saying that Natsuki was right. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. This doesn't seem like I'm taking anybody's side. This seems like I'm kind of going, like, the middle ground and trying to actually, like, solve the problem as opposed to just saying one person's right as opposed to the other. Not that that's a bad thing or anything, but the game seems to kind of be taking me on a neutral ground. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Ugh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. But we didn't really take Yuri's side either. She's trapped, at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Oof, definitely tsundere. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, all right, I believe you. Thanks, Rock. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Actually, I think I might have missed that as well, or maybe we're just both being forgetful. I don't know. Well, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. So she'll make it for her and me, I'm guessing. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun, and we made some enemies, and maybe some friends as well. Like, Rock feels comfortable with everyone, but Natsuki hates everyone now, so it was a success? I don't know. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was all right. Well, mostly. Okay, so she didn't actually storm out. She did come back. Rock, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Oh, jeez. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. Joy. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. But remember, we're not doing that, though. We're going to take Monica's advice, and we're going to actually go ahead and write poems or click on words that mean the most to us. And then whoever it ends up relating to the most, then we'll go from there. But I am still going to try to aim for Yuri, at least in the classroom setting. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Rock, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Yeah, so I just have a thing for all of them, it seems. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that, and it all has to do with me. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? Not at all. No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. Rock, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? So even I'm looking for something more with these girls. Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. You're my best friend zone girl. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue, it seems sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. All right then. So poem number 2. Huh. I don't remember if this was there before, but this seems to... Oh no, they just kind of move around. I'm like, there's a gap between Yuri and Natsuki. So let's see. 20 words. What are things that appeal to me the most? Bed. I like bed. Puppy. I like dogs. Fantasy. Yes. Let's see. Nightgown. Happiness. Adventure. Let's see. Wrath. Why not? A little bit of Wrath. Wrath of the Lich King was my favorite expansion of WoW. Existence. I'm a big fan of Existence. Yes. Whirlwind. Disaster. Infinite. Meager. Dream. I like dreaming. Warm. Music. Frightening. Games. Clearly I like games. Treasure. Everyone wants treasure. Starscape. The stars are night are big and bright deep in the heart of Texas, where I am right now. Parfait, huh? Haven't said Valentine ambient. I'm more of a puppy person than a kitty person. Let's go with parfait. Let's see. Flying. Everyone dreams of flying. Entropy. Explode. Vivacious. Sunset. Cheer. You know what? Doki Doki, because that's what I'm playing right now. Unrequited imagination. Let's see. Peace. Maybe. Yeah, everyone wants peace in our time. Anime. Everyone likes anime. Let's see. Graveyard. Maybe. The graveyards are kind of I actually find them kind of peaceful. Judgment. Silly Brook. Yeah, let's go graveyard. Fireflies. You would not believe your eyes if 10,000 fireflies was what I picked on that last page. Let's see. Headphones is what I'm wearing right now. Not a huge fan of summer. I like the fall more. Let's see. Friends. Friends are my bread and butter. Absolutely. That seemed really spread out. It actually didn't seem like I really landed too many on Yuri. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Rock. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Again, we're calling her simple, jeez. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. What? Why not? Why wouldn't we go to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Well, I get it. She doesn't have any money. Why's that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open, then turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. She didn't have any money. That's awesome. How did you even know? It's simple. You had enough money. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Wow, I give up. Oh, poor Sayori. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Oh, Yuri's actually liking this. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. Baka. No, that's Natsuki's bit. You can't steal that, Yuri. It was just that something in my book. Yuri, tell Rock to let me borrow some money. Mom, Rock isn't sharing. Oh, that's amazing. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is a fair enough retribution. Wow, I have no response for that, huh? I didn't mean that. She just went mother mode on her. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. You mean the consequence? Accept the revolution? What? Retribution. Yeah, that's what I meant. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's still a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. She's not wrong. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Sayori, the puppet master. Now the truth is finally being revealed. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Whoa! Did she just get smacked? Whap. Kia! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Oh my god. It's because I paid my restitution. No, you didn't though. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Not Natsuki. That's so nice of you. Yes, thank you for smacking me in the face with a cupcake. With a cookie, rather. Jeez, I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Oh my god, she's just adorable. I love Sayori. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears into the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Oomph. Oh, she's choking, isn't she? Oh no, she just talked with her mouth full. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Aw, poor kid. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. You can't have both cookies, Sayori. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? She wanted to keep the chocolate chip one. But I wonder what the one that Sayori was. Or the one that she got was. Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. She's reaching for the cookie. Like, she's giving her a hug, yes, but she's also trying to get to the cookie. Jeez. I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. I knew it. I saw it coming. Hey! Did you just seriously do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes, says the youngest in the group. Monica, can you tell Sayori, Mom? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Huh. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, that's sad for me. But then again, that might also be the reason why I'm not able to pick words that make her impressed. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. I don't know. Personally, if I could have all of you at the same time as opposed to just Monica, probably would go in that direction. Yay, four-way. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? I love how Natsuki's actually insulted by that. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. She doesn't have a boyfriend, Sayori. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. I remember that in high school, how the periods actually rotated. That actually made it a lot easier for me to plan out my homework because I would do the things that were due early in the morning at home the night before, and then on my study periods, I would do the homework for the classes that were coming up later in the afternoon. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Yeah, apparently she does a lot of things. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. Well, that's different. I always wanted to learn the piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. But she just started to learn. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Rock. I like how she's like very hesitant with everyone, but for me, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it someday. But then again, that's the whole premise of this game. It's supposed to be that whole like harem-style dating graphic novel type game. Monica smiles sweetly as she shoves everyone else out of the way and takes her area taking up pose. I don't even know what to call it, but like she literally just takes up the whole area. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Rock! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. What could possibly be going on now? I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up. Me and Monica are gonna make some posters and stuff, so I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Rock to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Uh-oh. Do we get to choose? But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find some poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Rock? Yep, let's go. Oh, what sort of mischief are we gonna get into now? Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm talking to a kid taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Again, that's not a bad thing. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're going to do a poetry performance. A what? A performance. Of what kind? Well, everyone is going to take turns on stage. Oh, great, I'm going to be part of this too, aren't I? And recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Rock, you're not thinking about it all the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you always say the lines of a poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyful moments between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Nothing. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just mean that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins around in the hallway again. Hey, Rock, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. It's a mission, huh? Oh, wait, he actually says himself. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Well, that's nice. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! She's so excited. Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand, too. I don't know what the Japanese equivalent of Crayola is, to be honest with you. They're kind of dirty, though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. All right, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Oh, we get to learn her favorite color now. Fine, fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack? What happened to her? Kya? Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. Aw, poor kid. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Poor Sayori. Ow, 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 ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Ah, poor Sayori. No mark on her forehead, though. I mean, that looks like her little... I think that's actually her eyelid. But, and again, oh, it kind of looks like Crayola, but not really. No covers on them or anything. Sayori, whatever. I got really sidetracked. I think Sayori is rubbing off on me. I'm starting to, like, my attention is drawn to the simple things. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark in the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Aw, look at her. Poor kid. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Rock? Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Aw, look at her. She's getting all cute and everything. It's like, it's okay. I don't mind. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes silly jokes. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. And the music's gone again. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink, but I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She's still there, huh? She hasn't even moved. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. Aw. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Crayons really... Well, I mean, I guess you put them in color order, but typically they don't have their own spot. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. God damn it, Sayori. Sayori, what are you doing? That's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump of her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Rock? This kind of reminds me of you growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? Oh, this is some background info. You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on things you did. Kind of like in life right now, where you're, like, always chasing after me, huh? But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. It's probably the case, actually. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. Ooh, that's kind of harsh, actually. So, in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Rock, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about people. Wow, this is like... I mean, obviously, if the music didn't kind of clue us in, this is like a really tender moment here. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Aw. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Rock, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Well, okay, I mean, again, like, you're really good friends, and I would never want to ruin, like, a really strong friendship like that, but I would have hoped that you would be of the mind where, like, the relationship would grow into something more. Do you think that it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. so it wouldn't be fair to make any promises. And I actually agree with that, because I had a lot of friends in, high school and grade school that were like, oh, we're best friends and we'll always be friends forever. Like, we'll always, like, be a part of each other's lives and, like, talk to each other and love each other. And it never really happened. So I totally get, like, why he wouldn't want to make a promise like that. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. Are you sure it's not a concussion? We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside, and when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, Good luck with that. She's just going to see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Oh, that's true. So that's why your bangs are there in the middle. So underneath that is just some big red mark. Sayori hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Ugh. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. Poor Sayori. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. And so much for not telling her. Monica also says nothing. Well, anyway, were we able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh, I have it right. Sayori friendly glances around herself. She forgot the crayons, didn't she? I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Rock. Oh, well, Sayori. I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Oh, Sayori, you're just adorable. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone, are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Okay. You know what? Let's go in reverse order. Let's start out with Natsuki first. Actually, wait. Natsuki. Shit, I think I did Natsuki second. Oh, well, whatever. Well, I'm leaving Yuri for last. That's basically what I'm going with on this one. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how could someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Wow, that's a little harsh. That was a little unnecessary. Close enough. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Ooh, much longer this time. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Aw, poor Amy. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. She tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross, she's gross, and the world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Okay. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Agreed. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I can do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I'll have to explain it. Something you can explain. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Well, probably. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks it doesn't matter. It can be about anything. Yeah, it's implied that it's her. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid of if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid, so there's something she's hiding. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. Okay. I'm not going to write a good one for tomorrow, too. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Cool, done. So Monica would be next then. Hi again, Rock. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going to be bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote today? For today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. All right, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. It's not like I'm unapproachable or anything, am I? No, not at all. No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, gravitating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me? What? Load me? Whoa. Save me. Load me. Okay. So, save. Yes, I want to save. How about, so now load? Yes. Hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Huh. It's even more abstract than your last one. So, okay, so nothing changed. I thought that might be, like, something that I could have taken away. Nothing, though. Okay. Weird. So I saved and I loaded, but whatever. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Haha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Oh boy. Okay, so we're kind of getting into the freaky aspect now. So you never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh boy. So wait, okay. I hope this isn't the difficult decision, but let's do Sayori, because that was the order I was supposed to go in. Sayori says, nothing, Rock. I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something, but I don't think that's that. It's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Aw. What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Rock, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. You haven't even read it yet. Oh, actually you have, haven't you? Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. I'm get shocked by that. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Well, yeah, I still gotta let Yuri read it. Snap. Oh, she broke her pencil. I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pieces she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. No, you're a little enamored today is what it is. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like bundles of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be from my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. You know, this is, I mean, I kind of am interpreting this a little bit, but it sounds like, take this from Sayori's point of view. It sounds like she's trying to remain as positive as possible to keep all of her friends happy. but it doesn't work, and ultimately all it's doing is leaving her empty. And she's just not showing anyone because people don't see what's inside. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of yourself. I don't think you're thinking too much about it, dude, because I'm thinking about it in the exact same way you are. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Oh boy, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a bit of a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Aw, poor Sayori, but at the same time, like, what was it? I don't know if it was Robin Williams who said it or they said it about him, but like, sometimes it's the happiest people or the people that have like the biggest smiles on their face that go through the biggest hardships because they know what it feels like to be in that way, so they do what they can to make everyone around them happy. So I'm wondering if Sayori falls into that category as well. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Rock. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. Wow, it really has been a long time since I've read script as well. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon increments its phase, and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Oh, God. This actually sounds like she's referring to self-mutilation. Like, cutting knife literally could refer to cutting. And, like, what they're talking about, like, I've never experienced, cutting personally. I know people that have. And one of the things that they talk about is, I know a lot of people refer to it as a form of punishment for themselves, but it also releases endorphins and kind of gives this feeling where it almost becomes addictive. Because feeling that pain and then getting that rush of endorphins, like it's almost like a drug. It becomes addictive. So again, I may be reading too much into stuff, but like seeing the word cutting knife, like right there, and then talking about blood coming out, I am wholeheartedly interpreting this as self-mutilation. And God, like, if that be the case, then Yuri is hurting herself, or has in the past, and like that is heartbreaking to me. So, oh God. Anyway, I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Oh, I can. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? Something about being ridiculed for a strange interest? Eh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. But again, assuming I'm right on this one, she's hurting herself. So maybe that's what she's kind of taking away from it, is that it doesn't matter as long as she's not hurting anybody else. So, I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. Well, that's interesting. To me, she seems like the kind of person who would make fun of me for my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. Yeesh. Wow, okay, so Sayori and Yuri seem to be, pretty heavy. Monika is very weird because of the whole save me, load me thing, and now she's talking about the actual game itself. Natsuki is really the only one that doesn't seem to be kind of going off in a strange direction. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the events. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monika, yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. Natsuki says nothing, but I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. And if we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. You're poking Natsuki in the eye right now, Monika. God damn. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what the Literature Club is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself. A lot of people do that on their own without literature there, Sayori. Finding new horizons and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri say nothing. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. At the least we can do is help them out a bit. Well, maybe, but Natsuki says nothing. It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri says nothing. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I really don't have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way, Monica. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Good point. Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you so much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Wow, Yuri. You go, girl. Well, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Yuri says nothing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought, so maybe she's a nervous laugher? How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is, but it's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone than I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Rock liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Huh. Well, Natsuki definitely is next, but unfortunately it's time to end the episode here. It seems like she's always getting the shaft at the end of these episodes. Like, it's always everyone else has a turn to go, and then she's the last one. I don't know what it is, just poor timing on my part, I guess. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching. If you like what you've seen and heard, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And having said all that, I will see you all on the other side. Take care.